Alright, I want you to shut the fuck up. I want you to shut the fuck up and listen. Alright? I want you to fucking listen and use your motherfucking brain and hear what I have to fucking say. Alright? Just got these new shoes. It's not the point of the video. I just wanted to say this real quick. Got these new shoes. They're on clouds. Mine are blue and white. And boy, are they sexy. Alright? So here, let me just tell you how I feel about 6ix9ine. Why I'm having a giant ass section on this motherfucker. Why I will defend this guy to the death. You know? Why I'll ride for that brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a privileged white boy, marshmallow, toothpick, short, no gang around me, no like all these guys, no guns. Well, I do have some guns, but they're at my dad's house in a safe. And I'm not a threat, really. I'm small, I'm weak. Anybody could probably take me. I mean, I can fight, but I'm not a big guy, so you could blow me over with a breeze. I mean, if I was bigger, I could kill anyone because I know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? My fists, or with a knife, or a gun. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just a warrior. All the ladies know that. But point of this video is for me to tell you, whoever watches this, how much I love Tekashi 6ix9ine, Daniel Hernandez. Alright? So everybody in this world practically hates this. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that like him, but a lot of people in the rap industry and just in general hate 6ix9ine. And I, on the other hand, love 6ix9ine. Right? And I'll defend him, right? I'll put my name behind him. You know what I'm saying? I will be the first to say I'm in love with Daniel Hernandez. And not romance, not sexual. I'm not a homosexual. Nothing wrong with being a homosexual, but that's my love. Being in love with Daniel Hernandez is just like brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? Like I care and I like him. I respect him, and I feel bad he's in this situation. And I'll tell you in a second why. You might be thinking, how audacious are you? Like, who would say that? Who would believe that? Everybody knows 6ix9ine is the worst. So, look at my haircut. Look at this little spot right here. Oh my God, what did he do to his hair? It looks so weird. Dude's going off the wall, going off his rocker. Oh my gosh. It doesn't, like, why would he do that? It doesn't make sense. It's weird. Look at that. I go out in public. I gave this to myself, you know, some kitchen drawer scissors that I found, you know what I'm saying? Went to the bathroom, cut them up over the sink, looking in the mirror. It's grown out a little bit. It looked better maybe like several days ago. It has grown out. But you get the point, right? So, I love Daniel Hernandez. Why do I love Daniel Hernandez? Well, let me just explain it to you, because I'm sure some of you might be curious. Some of you boys just might be a little bit curious. Because every rapper, you know, they're like, I hate 6ix9ine, you know what I mean? Like, I can't He's a snitch. He's a rat. He's a pussy. He's a coward. He's weak. He ain't no real gangster. How about you shut the fuck up, stupid bitch? Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. Alright, let me just explain. The reason why I like 6ix9ine, he's got a good heart. He and I have the same style. And it's extremely rare. It's a genetic trait. You may have seen by now, or you will see maybe. I play this video game called Mini Militia. These avatars, and you'll see it. You'll know when you see it, and they are bad to the bone. It's a whole community, but it's a gene that all of us in this rare community is not hardly any of us in the world, and so if you have this gene, what I want to say is he has it and I have it. So does 21 Savage, Nardo Wick, CJ. Who else? Anybody else? I was like, Drake's tough. But I don't think he has this gene. You don't have to have the gene. You don't have to have the gene to be tough. But if you have the gene, you have impeccable style. You have the coolest style there is. It's a certain gene. And anyway, 6ix9ine and I have it both. That's not how you should judge a person, by their style, on what they're born with. You can't help whether you have this or that. You can't help if you're beautiful, or if you're ugly, or if you're athletic, or if you're, like you have style, or you have weird clothes, or you're a nerd, or you can't help that. That's just that's just how you were born. So I do not judge people off of that. However, it is kind of a flex. I mean, it makes you seem cool because it's very rare, and it's the coolest. And so it's a certain actual style pack, basically. And if you have this style, anyway, I think I've said it. And so anyway, 6ix9ine has that, and so do I. Doesn't mean you're better than anyone. That's just, you just got lucky to be born with something like that. So anyway, he has that cool style, so I just naturally thought he was cool to begin with. Oh yeah, 50 Cent, that's another one. Maybe some more will come to me. Pop Smoke. These are guys with this style, and it's very rare. And with this style, you've got, what's cool when it comes to clothes. Even cool guys don't have the same taste as people in this community with this. So it's like a whole combination. It's a combo pack. You've got style. You have a certain look in your face, like handsomeness. You're just cool in other ways, and doesn't mean you're better than anyone, like I said. Okay, so 6ix9ine has that he has the same coolness that I have. I chose to look terrible. My teeth are orange. Got a fake tooth here. I got a giant splotch here, splotch here, splotch here. I got acne, chapped lips, this haircut. Because that's what's gangster, bro. Not be a pretty boy and to just not give a fuck. So, anyway, but that's besides the point. I liked 6ix9ine initially. I mean, I thought he was cool. Some people think, oh my gosh, his flow and his rhythm and his word usage is just stupid. Well, it's all about genetics. I think you put it all together. I think he's a badass, and it's enjoyable music. Some people like Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar thinks he's just an absolute artistic. I'm not saying I don't like him, but he comes across. I'm just mad at him for the whole Drake thing, really. But he thinks he's like a revolutionary in artistry. And I like him, but that's just how he comes across to me. And I'm comparing him to 6ix9ine because people say 6ix9ine is abrasive, and they say that the way that he raps is shit and like all in your face. Well, it's different strokes for different folks, different genes. You know what I'm saying? Different genes make you like certain things more or less. So I don't know why I'm saying this, but what I really want to say is I like 6ix9ine because, you know, he has a good heart and he's genuine. He really cares about people. You know, you have to really look through his outer persona because he actually has a great heart. Very generous, very giving, caring. So caring, but you might not know that if you don't really know how to analyze. Because sometimes it's not so obvious. What you talking about, T? Is there anybody else? Maybe Tupac, maybe T Grizzly. I don't know. I can tell by a person's face. They also tend to be athletic with this style or this gene. I can read it. I can see it by a person's, the type of shoe they like, type of shorts, you know, all the clothes. I can just see it in their face. I know if a person has good judgment. Like some people just aren't very good with logic and analyzation. And I have a lot of wisdom. I haven't had it for so long, but I've gotten more and more better. And I prioritize wisdom. It's just fun for me to try and find more wisdom. And I can see, I can tell if a person is literally a good analytical thinker pretty quickly. Like I can tell how good they are at analyzing. Some people are not good. They're nice people, and some people are good. You know, I can also use like a person's handwriting. If I can look at their handwriting, I can learn a little bit about them. The way they speak, you know, just like the way they formulate their thoughts and put it into words. I'm just trying to get better day by day. I think maybe Ricky Gervais has this style. I think he's awesome though, either way. I think, yeah. But we're talking about 6ix9ine right now. 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is a dog. He lets his balls hang, you know, his testicles, his giblets. Or is that the right word? He lets his nuts hang. He's a warrior. He's cool. But he's humble. And he's a really loving, good person. It's just no one really can see that. Now, the problem is he did snitch. And I guess I'll go into that. I should, because that's a big thing in all this. A lot of people don't like him which is fair, because he turned in one of his own guys, you know, and that right there is betrayal. I'm not saying I agree with that, but from what I have seen in interviews, it does kind of seem that was like one of those guys that you don't feel too bad if you turn in. Maybe he's just really crooked or cruel or cold. Maybe he's a fake brother. Maybe he doesn't actually care about you. Or maybe he was going to go to jail anyway, and 6ix9ine worked something, saw that, or I don't know. That part I don't fully know, and I do agree that snitching on one of your boys, one of your team, one of your family members, your brothers, is wrong. It's not. I get the feeling that maybe he was justified in some way. I've watched some podcasts. I've watched interviews and some stuff here and there. And I'm led to believe that his conscience is clear. But I also want to say, even if he did turn in the nicest guy, this is just another thing. Even if he did turn in the nicest, most loyal brother of his best friend, his right-hand man. And I will say this, his right-hand man and a lot of his guys were turning on him in private. Like, all those, like, blood gangsters, a lot of them, something that 6ix9ine said was, these guys around him weren't true friends. They didn't care about him. His right-hand man in that gang was sleeping with his girl, if I'm not mistaken. His baby mama cheated on him. And he got kidnapped. And the guys that kidnapped him got him into their van. And they're like, from what I watched, they said, "Yo, give me everything." And 6ix9ine's getting on, like, as anybody would if you're being kidnapped. And then he looks and he finds out they just drove right to his house. And maybe that was on a secret, because 6ix9ine said, what 6ix9ine said was, how did they know? This could have been something that he held private, and he made sure no one knew of. I mean, I would. I mean, if you're worried, you're paranoid, you're gonna get shot every day when you live that lifestyle. And when you're getting big like that, people get jealous, and people want to rob you. There's all kinds of things. So it makes sense that he wanted to keep it private. And he even makes it a big deal to say that these bad guys drew right to his house. And 6ix9ine goes, someone in my own crew gave me up. He's basically saying that he was being betrayed left and right by his guys. And you kind of would expect that in like some gang, like hardcore gang. They probably don't, a lot of them don't care about doing what's right. 6ix9ine is very rare. He's in that mix, but he actually cares about people deeply. He cares about being genuine. He cares about being humble. He cares about being loving. He cares about doing the right thing at the end of the day. He cares about what God says for him and says of him. And I respect him, not just because he's cool and strong and a warrior and whatnot. But anyway, he was saying they knew exactly where I lived. It's like they shouldn't have known that. People turned me in. So all I'm saying is he had guys all around him that weren't really his friends. So maybe he knew that. Maybe that played a role when he decided to snitch. Maybe that guy that he snitched on. And I also heard another thing about that guy that made him sound fishy. Like 6ix9ine snitched. His conscience was clean when he snitched, because he knew that guy was crooked and was non-loving, was an okay person to snitch. Like I saw like a podcast or like an interview podcast type thing, and if I'm not mistaken, I kind of forgot about this, but 6ix9ine was talking about how, and I really educated myself on this. So basically, like I just said, he was just going into how untrustworthy this guy is that he snitched on, basically trying to justify himself. So I ran out of storage. I'll try and wrap this up. It's getting kind of long. But basically, he was trying to talk about how untrustworthy this guy is that he snitched on, because if he wasn't so shady and not a good person, if he was a good person, I mean, then look at this hat. Hope, you got it, baby. Then he probably would have felt bad and chosen not to snitch on one of his own good friends. But anyway, but I also wanted to say another thing. All right? This goes out to all the rappers, man. And now there's nothing wrong. They're trying to stick up for don't betray your guys. And I'm all for that. I like that. Yeah. Look how orange my teeth are. I just don't give a fuck. But I need to start brushing more so because, dental problems, cavities. So, I actually just got 4 wisdom teeth taken out. I need to be more responsible, but I've adopted the presentation of myself to not give a fuck. So excuse my French. I need to cut the cussing down a little bit. I need to not cuss so much. But let me just say this and we can get out of here. All right? Excuse me. So how many of you watching this video have made a mistake? Huh? How many? You haven't made a single mistake? Oh, you've made hundreds, thousands. You're like everybody else. Oh, okay. You've made a mistake. You made one mistake. So don't judge him. All right? Snitching on a good person is never a good thing. But don't cast that first stone, if you know what I'm saying. Don't judge. No one can judge. You can't judge. I can't judge. Yes, 6ix9ine, he could have done something bad. I don't even think he did though. I think he was justified to snitch on a crooked person, based on what I've seen and heard and read. But I do want to say, and I think he's an amazing person. Honestly, he's so generous to anyone and everyone. He just gives money out because he just loves to give. That's just like one of his hobbies. Buys his mom like a Lamborghini truck. His brother some really nice car. His girl a Rolls Royce. There's all these big nice chains. Yai Lin. That's his old girlfriend. His old girlfriend. Not. I think he has another one now. But he was showering her with gifts. He showers his mom with money and gifts and just all these things that cost money and time. He goes to the homeless, gives them money. Lots of, he helps people out big time, all the time. And it's genuine, it's real. He's not just doing it because he's on camera. He wants people to think he's a good guy. No, he actually has that in his heart. He goes to really poor areas and just blesses people with a $50,000 duffel bag. Like this farmer dude, just for one example, he had no money. I already put it on here so you can see it if you want to find it. It should be in this section. Just gives him like $1 million worth of pesos or something like that, or 50. can't remember the exact number, but he gives a lot of money away. And he does it because he loves people. And that is my definition of a good person. What you will do for others, what you'll do for those in need, how much will you give to people just because it's fun for you, because you love helping people. You love to see their face when you give them just a dirt poor farmer with a family and give him $50,000. That's what he does. And it's just because that's what fills his heart up. And I love that. I think we all love that for anyone who would do such a thing. You help someone who's just barely scraping by, like a homeless people or some dirt poor people in Mexico, and he's just handing money out. And it's amazing. And he's hated so bad by so many people. And what I was going to say is, maybe it was a little bit fishy. I don't know. But I do want to say that no one can judge. No one can judge. We've all made mistakes. We should just stay in our own lane, and hopefully he's doing the right thing. But people say you make one wrong mistake, even though that is a big mistake. That's a huge mistake. That is a huge mistake, especially if that guy was, a good guy. If he's a bad guy, it makes it a lot better. Who has no love for 6ix9ine? Maybe he doesn't care about him. If that's the situation, then honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, we need to get that guy in jail. But, if it's not, it's a very bad decision, because you're basically taking away someone's freedom, and they didn't really do much. They didn't do anything. I think we all know this, But my point here now is, either way, we shouldn't hate 6ix9ine. When he got out of jail, we've all made mistakes. Like when 6ix9ine got out of jail, he just wanted to help people. He just wanted to love people who needed it. And you see this hat right here? I was just wearing it because it's just a fun hat. I wanted to wear it. But what this hat symbolizes is that no matter what you've done, no matter what I've done, no matter what any of us have done, we may have committed a small sin or a big sin, or a bunch of small sins or a bunch of big sins. But this right here says hope. And hope, in this sense, is that you can make a big sin. You can feel bad about yourself. But this hope, this guy, hope is a guy, and his name is Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ says, you just made a really big sin, and I love you, and I want you to forget about it, and I just want you to move on with your life, and I want you to just forget about it. It's over. It's in the past. All human beings make mistakes. And hope would tell you, he would tell me that it may have been kind of a bad mistake, but it doesn't matter. I love you. Let's just move past it. Hope is you have something to look forward to at the end of the day. I'm not going to hold you to it. I want you to be happy, and I want us to have a relationship. And I just forget about it. I don't want you to waste a second more feeling bad about that mistake. I want you to feel shame. You just need to know, look, I probably shouldn't do it again. This is not a good thing. And then move past that shit. Move the fuck past that shit. We have an eternity to be happy together, and to have love together, and have a good time, live life, be together. We don't need, it's in the past. We've all made mistakes. So in relation to this subject, whether he did or didn't, I think it's righteous of people to make it such a big deal not to snitch on your friend, because you're basically saying you need to stick around for your friends and stick up for them, not turn them in. And that's an amazing thing, to really care about people like that and to put that much value into someone and to say, look, you mean a lot to me. I'd rather go the distance. If I committed a crime and I want you to stay out there, I don't want to do that to you. It's just not right. I care about you. And so I forgot where I was going with that. 6ix9ine, basically, whether he did or didn't, let's just try and live as a society, as people, to say, whether you just made the most costly mistake of your life, or if you did, let's just forget about it. We've all made mistakes. Let's just not judge each other. This is a place of lifting people up, not holding you accountable. Maybe the most just thing to do would be to hold you accountable, but I know a guy, and his name is Hope. His name is Jesus Christ. His name is forgiveness. His name is love. His name is moving past whatever shit has been in your past. What's ever been in our past. Jesus says, this Hope guy, he says, forget that fucking shit. You may have just made a very big error, and you might even feel bad about it. But this hope is to say, that my brain just freezes sometimes. This hope is to say, 6ix9ine, you may have done something pretty awful, really awful. If that's the case, I'm not going to hate you for it. I'm going to love you anyway. And the thing about 6ix9ine is he really does have a good heart. He does care about people so greatly. And even if he didn't, even if he was a scumbag, Jesus says, I love you. He says, I don't care if you're a scumbag. I love you. I love every human being. Let's move past whatever it was that we may have done or may not have done. And let's just forget about it. 6ix9ine, he did something bad, did this really bad thing. All these rappers are alienating him. They're hating so much on him. Well, the best response would be, we've all made mistakes. And the way that Jesus calls us to live is to say, look, I forgave you and I love you. So go forgive 6ix9ine. All of you guys, all of us have made mistakes. So 6ix9ine over here, he might have done something pretty bad to another person. And you're right to be mad at him if that's the case. That's the just thing, is to be mad, to treat someone like that. But then say, you know what? I forgive you. I love you. We're going to forget about this, and we're going to I'm not going to be so cruel to you. I'm not going to be so mean and hateful to you and alienate you and think you're the worst. But instead say, you know what? We're going to move on. All right? We're going to fucking move on. We're just going to pick ourselves up and we're going to do better. We're going to try. If we fail again, we're going to pick ourselves up, and we're going to encourage each other, and we're going to try. We're going to love each other. It's that simple, nothing more. That's it. So I guess we'll end it here. Look at these new shoes. Those are spicy. Woo!
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. Sublocade is for...
Took this shit, boy. Niggas don't want no parts. It's run-down season. Hold it down. It's only squad.
They say when they see me, they gon' wet me. Still ain't wet shit. They say when they see me, they gon' touch me. Still ain't said shit. They say when they see me, they gon' run me. Still ain't took shit. They say when they see me, I'ma run. I don't duck, bitch. I'm talking, boy, stop. Boys dancing, boy, stop. Niggas dancing, boy, stop. Niggas dancing, boy, stop. Put that poppin', boy, stop. I know it's crackin', boy, stop. What you thinking, boy, stop. What you saying, boy, stop. All that talking that you doing, go and get your boy shot. Call him hollows in his chest, go and make his heart stop. Put that dirty in your face, like, what's in your spot? Run that bitch, run that gang, fuck with us, you cannot. Fuck up. They say when they see me, they gon' wet me, still ain't wet shit. They say when they see me, they gon' touch me, still ain't said shit. They say when they see me, they gon' run me, still ain't took shit. They say when they see me, I'ma run. I don't duck, bitch. You don't know what it is, BOTSO. You don't know what it is, 50-50 from the judge. You don't know what it is when you bet 100K. What it is, sticking up commands on the fucking tip. This damn shit to show you who a fraud, who a fake. Who just talking just to talk, who just hating just to hate. Do my thing, I'm a real individual.